All right, so now we're going to try to graph the lines given the slope and the y-intercept. So it's really just going backwards from what we did before. And the easiest way to start this is just using the point that they give you, the y-intercept. We're saying we're going to start our graph at 0, -2, and the slope is basically just instructions on where to go next. It's saying we're going to rise 1 and run 2. You go up 1 and go to the right 2. And we're always using our y-intercept as our starting point. So from there, we're going to just count up 1 spot and over 2 spots. And you can continue that pattern up another 1 over 2, up another 1 over 2, up another 1 and over 2. You can see that's forming that straight line. If we wanted to go backwards, sometimes we are going to need to go backwards because we're not actually going to be able to fit these points on the graph going forwards. So we're going to have to go down 1 and back to the left 2. We're doing the exact opposite of these instructions. If you have to go to the left side, then you basically do the opposite of that. You're going 2 to the left, so we have to go down 1 instead. We go down 1, back 2. Again, you can see that's forming a straight line. That line is going to continue in both directions. That's why I'm putting arrows at the end of this. A linear function, a line, always continues straight with the same slope in both directions forever. The next one, again, we're just following these instructions saying start at that point, 0, 4, and use the slope to get to the next point. This one's a little bit trickier just because we only see one number, but if we're talking about a rise and run, we're talking about a fraction. We're talking about -2 over just a positive 1. That means we're going down 2 and over 1 spot. Down 2, over 1, down 2, over 1. We can continue that pattern. We need at least 3 points to confirm that this line is a straight line. 2 points, oh, I missed that one badly. 2 points really doesn't show us a line. You can connect 2 points in a straight line no matter where they are. 3 points shows us that it's actually going to be a continuous straight line. A little bit better. And again, you want arrows at the end of that. It's going to continue forever. That's what a line does, or a linear function really is shown. Alright, now we're going to use these linear equations to graph that line. It's the exact same thing though. It's still just using these instructions. Start at the y-intercept, start at 4, and then use your slope to find the next point. Use your rise and run to find our next point. Here we're going to use a rise of -1. -1/2 is the same thing as -1 over 2. So I'm going to go down 1 and over 2 spots. Down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. You can keep going, but you really just need at least 3 points. All right, I'm going to jump over to the one that's labeled as number 9, just because that's a little bit of a different case. Whenever we don't have a number in front of our x, it really represents a 1. So here it's basically a -1. And usually we're going to see it as y equals mx plus b, where the mx comes first, but we don't have to. The b can sometimes be first. It really just matters what's being multiplied times the x. That's our slope. And the number that's added or subtracted is our y-intercept. We could rewrite this if we wanted to. We could write that as -1x plus 5. Those are the exact same thing. So again, it's just instructions on where to start and where to go from there. So we're starting at 5, and then using our slope, our rise over run, to go to our next point. -1 is the exact same thing as -1 over 1. So we're going down 1 spot and over 1 spot. Down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1, continuing with that pattern, just going diagonally 1 box at a time.